This question paused my life. Are you going to continue to live the way you have been living for the rest of your life? At that moment, everything stood still. Welcome to the Amazing Sylvia podcast. My name is Sylvia, and I'm known by my friends for the Amazing Sylvia. Well, in today's video, I'm gonna share part of my life where it all started, where I needed to be true to myself, true to who I am. So I was sitting in a building, with nice clothes, high heels, fully makeup, nice hair. And at that moment, I probably was like 10 or 15 minutes early. And in that moment, I can still remember that very vividly. This question popped up into my mind. Are you going to continue to live this way for the rest of your life? Everything stood still. Even though there were people in the building, everything stood still. I felt terribly disappointed. I felt sadness. I felt I haven't accomplished anything with my life. Is this the way I want to finish my journey? So my journey started actually there. Nothing happened, nothing specifically happened that day after that question, but that question kept bothering me. And it happened in 2017-18, between maybe 2018. And I was asking God this question: is this the way I'm going to continue to live my life? And now, seeing back, I can say I wasn't happy. I wasn't enjoying my life. I wasn't enjoying doing what I was doing. I was doing things because I was told to do those things. I was told to live this way. I was told to live my life in certain direction. Looking back, and by then I didn't know. I didn't know anything. Something I knew, I didn't feel good. I didn't feel good where my life was going. I felt sadness. And I remember starting to look around and think, in 20, 30 years, will I be sitting on the same spot between these four walls doing the same thing? OMG. No, I couldn't resist that. Something started to grow into my heart that I wasn't meant to be this way. I had a desire. To, I don't know, there must be something more. There must be something else. Is this the way life is going to be? No, that wasn't. I had great desires to accomplish great things, to do great stuff. And I remember one day I woke up and I heard a voice in my spirit saying, Sylvia, this is the way to walk. Walk in it. and I didn't understand. So I kept moving on, knowing that the way I'm living is not the way I am called to live or supposed to live. So I had several, we can say several walls. I didn't have anybody to share really, really what was going on in my heart, my mind. I couldn't be honest, like sitting down there, hey, you know what? I'm not happy. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what. I didn't have that person to share with. And that was more difficult because I had a mask. Because when people ask, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Everything going good and good and but internally, emotionally, I wasn't good. I wasn't good. And because I was told and I was taught to live certain way, I was afraid to being honest with my feelings and how I think, or want to share thoughts that were going on into my mind with someone. Why? Why? Fear of being judged. Fear of hearing, oh, come on, man up. Oh no, you're wrong. Oh no, this can be all those fear of being judged. You can be thinking those things, Sylvia. You cannot. So I hold myself back and I struggle. And I kept my mask on. Yes, I kept my mask on. Well, let me tell you. I came to the point that I knew there was something more. And when you started to, like, there must be something. There must be something more. And one day, I met someone who was sharing something on one of those social media things, and I started to think. I said, wow, this is so strange. But I was committed to know things. I was committed to know why I'm here, what is actually my purpose, why am I doing certain things, why am I so unhappy? Is this the life I want to live? Is this the thing? So I make a commitment with myself. I gave myself 30 days. 30 days, a month. I choose not to judge anything. I choose to be open-minded. I choose to just observe and listen and watch and see. I choose not to have an opinion. Oh my God, me. Oh wow. Oh wow. That was hard. But I was determined because I want to experience what else was there for me. And let me tell you, since that day, I haven't looked back. What actually in those 30 days, what actually started to bring that mask down, like literally bringing that mask down, taking off the mask, like, oh, I don't need this mask. I don't need it. Because I feel safe, I feel protected, I feel loved, I feel accepted. So what actually initiated that was the love that I received from my friends. And I was so loved that I dropped every mask I carry for 30 years. For the first time in my life, I open my heart and discover the amazing human being that God created, me. And I decided that day to get to know myself, to get to know who I am, what I like, what am I good in, what I love to do. I decided to accept myself. I decided to love myself. I decided not to judge me anymore. I decided to accept all of Sylvia. And in that moment, I started to fall in love with me. That's so strange to say that. But I started to fall in love with myself. You know, there's no the same Sylvia on this earth. It's just me. There is only one Sylvia like me. I can't compare myself to anyone. I'm just like I am. Just what you see is what you get. And I can tell you that loving myself was actually the golden tip for me to change. Because when I started to love myself, accepting myself, not judging me, being kind to me, I started to love everyone. I started to love everything. I started to love my life. I started to love that I am alive. I started to accept people the way they are at that moment. I didn't have a need to change nobody. And that's love. I accepted people. I listened to people's heart. I listened to them. I started to fall in love with people, how they think, why they think so, where they came from. My life changed. So for me, the biggest thing that changed my life was I learned to love me first so I could love you. So I can love this world. So I can love everything. So I can be a more kinder, loving person. What did this do to me? The loving myself? It transformed my life. It transformed how I think, how I behave, how I do things, how I treat myself, how I treat others. Yeah, it changed my life. I'm amazed. I'm happy. I'm so more happy. And these last 2 years, almost 2 years, that I have been in all those other years, which are a lot. My life has been transformed, and this is a good thing to ask right now. Hey, I'm coming from a loving heart towards you, and I want to tell you, there is an amazing human being behind that mask. Take off that mask. Your face is glorious. You are an amazing person. And I want to encourage you to discover that amazing person that you are. I love you and I care for you. Cheers for the amazing person that you are. We live in a magical world. Thank you for being here. Till the next. Hey, you're amazing.